Ah voilà, voilà. Et nous voici repartis pour la suite de l'aventure sur... Ah, Metal Gear Solid 2, putain. On est vraiment sur les jeux d'anthologie là où c'est du rétro as fuck. On est vraiment dans le thème rétro à 2000%. J'espère que ma sauvegarde n'a pas été trop corrompue. Hein, ouais, j'ai monté un peu le son de mon casque, c'était un peu faible. Donc on va voir où je me suis arrêté parce que la dernière partie j'ai crash littéralement, donc ça a été une grosse catastrophe. On va recharger la partie. Il va falloir refaire l'affrontement avec ah, après, ah, oh là là, faut tout refaire. Ah bah pas tout en vrai. Voilà. Ah, donc on refait cette partie-là et on est reparti pour l'aventure avec... Oh putain, il faut que j'affronte un avion. Un avion. Ah, quand même.
Raiden, I found us a ride.
I'm all ears.
One of the enemy's Kasatkas.
Is it in good shape?
Full tank. I'm heading for Shell 1 now. What about that Harrier?
It's not on the heliport here.
Good. I'll set this one down there then.
Can you cover the hostages? They're being held on level B1 in the core. Pliskin, you didn't happen to find any other places where hostages were being held, did you?
No, nothing like that.
Okay.
How many hostages are there?
There's a few short of 30. One dead and several wounded.
The Kasatka's cargo area will hold 13 max.
What about the other Kasaka?
I sabotaged it. It can't come after us if it can't get off the ground. We'll have to make 2 trips.
Can you
Je
fly
mets
a
la cam en haut,
Kasaka?
même si ça cache, au moins le texte il est complet.
Model, the KA-62 in VR. There's not a whole lot of difference between the military KA-60
C'est
and the
mieux.
civilian model.
Cleared for takeoff.
Raiden, let me introduce you to my partner, Otacon.
Otacon?
Hey, Raiden. Nice to meet you.
Intruders! Over here! Damn! Raiden, I'll talk to you later.
Colonel, I need some answers from you. Who exactly is Pliskin and his partner?
I know what you're thinking.
It keeps coming back to Shadow.
Ça en fait on connaît déjà, on y a vu dans l'épisode précédent à la fin. Donc j'invite... Oh putain de merde. J'ai entendu mon casque, ça a fait tutut. Voilà, il charge. J'invite à ceux qui n'ont pas vu... Pourquoi je garde ça moi pas vu la fin l'épisode d'avant. Bah c'était là où j'ai crash, littéralement. Plus j'ai crash. Vu que ça fait 1 semaine et demie que j'ai pas rejoué au jeu. Ben voilà quoi.
I've been waiting for you. A messenger from the Patriots. Where do I know him from?
So you're the boss around here.
No, not just around here. I'm the boss to surpass Big Boss himself. Solid Snake.
No! That is not Solid Snake!
What a pleasant surprise, brother.
Save it. New brother of mine.
Don't say you've forgotten me, Snake.
Snake?
Right, take cover. Stop impersonating him.
Brother, I'm a whole different game from Liquid.
Cinématique là. Solidius Snake. C'est bien, on se balade, mais il y a quand même des pains de C4 accrochés partout, tu vois. Alors que jeter une grenade à côté de pains de C4, c'était pas très...
Snake.
Did I get it? We're in trouble. It's the Harrier.
Ouais, ça pourrait être dans le pétrin.
The world needs only one big boss. I'll drown you fools for interfering.
Oh putain, et là on affronte un hélico. Heureusement que Claude va me jeter un putain de roquette là.
Right. This is the Stinger missile launcher.
Un Stinger, voilà.
The Kasaka can't stand up to the Harrier. You have to shoot the Harrier down.
Snake, we got company.
I'm counting on you.
Tomber.
Right, catch!
Merci, putain. Mais casse-toi de devant, putain de boulet. Ah, il se fout dessus là. Ah, ils vont me cramer. Ah là là. Aïe. Oh merde. J'ai reçu endommagé un de ses moteurs. Ah, il va poser ça. Oh, oh, oh.
I'll let you go out in style. Right, catch.
Bon, laissez canarder là. C'est un peu risqué quand même, hein. Wow, ça passe pas loin. Hein. Oh putain. Oh là là.
I'll let you go out in style. Use this. No!
Voilà, il a retiré ses missiles. On va attendre. Ouh, ouh, putain, je m'en suis pris un dans la gueule. Il morfle l'avion là, il morfle hein. Putain, mais il me touche même là.
I'll let you go out in style.
Oh, il m'a pilonné, mais t'as fuck.
Come in. Right. Right.
Bah, bien sûr que je vais continuer. Pas... Putain, de ouf. Je l'avais presque. T'es pas obligé de faire ça, hein. Mais casse-toi de devant! Il va essayer de me griller là. Ah, il n'y arrive pas. Hein. Barre-toi, putain! Oh là là!
You're tougher than I thought. I'll let you go out in style.
Oh.
Dodging this. What the?
Oh, elle en a pris 3 d'un coup là. Hein. Casse-toi! Putain!
I'll let you go out in style.
Ouah, je l'ai eu! Oulot! Ah, c'était tant d'axes.
There's something coming up.
Le Metal Gear.
That's Metal Gear! It's already active!
Wow. Ça tire des roquettes et c'est tout au ralenti. Il fait tout péter. Ah, c'est pas mal ça. Moi, je suis pendu au bout d'une poutre.
They got my eye. Fab, go! Ha!
Ok. Vamp, casse-toi. Let's go. Il court sur l'eau. What?
Hey, what's that? It's running on water.
Mais lol, il marche sur l'eau, le bordel. Et toi, t'es là avec ton petit truc.
Raiden, you all right?
Yeah. How about you guys?
Barely managed, but we're all right.
The chopper?
We need some time for repairs.
Oh,
The president's all yours.
okay. Can I ask you something?
What?
Are you the Snake? They said you were dead.
No, not me. There are still too many things I need to do.
Snake, you're a legend, and that's why I need to ask you this.
Legend? A legend is nothing but fiction. Someone tells it, someone else remembers. Everybody passes it on.
I'm here because I was assigned to this mission, not because I want to. If I could, I'd be out of here in a second. How could you come back to all this? Why keep fighting?
There's something my best friend said to me once.
What?
We're not tools of the government or anyone else. Fighting was the only thing I was good at, but at least I always fought for what I believed in.
What about the DNA results from that body?
That was Liquid's body. He and Snake are identical on the genetic level.
Liquid?
A deception, for our own protection. We stole his frozen body from some organization. Kind of a hassle, though.
That's all there is to it.
Are you two really an NGO?
Insofar as we're a non-profit organization of civilians advocating a cause, yes. The cause happens to be the eradication of Metal Gear.
We work on our own, but it's a cause worth fighting for.
Why would you stick your neck out for something this risky?
Ok.
That's the way I used to look at it 4 years ago. I was holed up in the middle of nowhere in Alaska, drinking too much.
We have a responsibility to the coming generations, to the world,
What responsibility?
to keep track of the mistakes we've made as a species.
We need to remember, to spread the word, to fight for change, and that's what keeps me alive.
You think you can change the future?
Nah, I'm not as arrogant as that.
What you do isn't grassroots activism. It's more like terrorism.
I admit that.
But our group, Philanthropy, received some information. A new Metal Gear prototype was being developed here, and terrorists were planning to raid the facility. The information came from a very reliable source.
So you're here to...
We're here to stop all that. But I also have a personal motive.
Looks like the terrorists have his sister in the big shell. We're here on our own, not under anyone's orders. We have our own battles. Otacon's here for someone. I'm not.
This is a military mission.
Jack, are you all right?
Just barely.
You almost gave
Jack,
me
tu
a
vas
heart
bien?
attack.
Non.
Sorry. It wasn't intentional.
J'ai appris que l'autre qui était pas mort
And I
est
know I need
vivant.
to stay stronger.
Say a prayer
Il
for
fait
me,
du
Rose,
terrorisme.
so I can come
Presque.
back.
You will make it back. I'm with you all the way, remember.
That means a lot to me, you know.
I'm going to save the data, okay, Jack?
Bien sûr que je vais sauvegarder. J'ai pas envie de me retaper à chaque fois les 40 milliards de trucs là.
Colonel, Metal Gear's already gone active.
It's not too late. You can still prevent a nuclear strike by securing the president and preventing password confirmation from taking place. Get to the president. He's in the core section of Shell 2.
I'm checking the satellite images. Looks like you can get to the core from the other side of Strut L.
The core hasn't gone under yet from what we can tell. Follow the railings down, then jump onto the pipes.
The only viable strut in the outer perimeter is the L. That attack just now doesn't make any sense. It's like they have no more use for this place.
Colonel, you were monitoring the codec calls. That man was the real Snake all along.
Maybe.
Maybe?
Don't let your guard down with him.
Why do you say that?
Because they were never a part of the simulation. They're an unknown factor.
You can take your simulation and... We're out here, we bleed, we die.
Calm down.
I suggest that you do, Raiden. Even if that is Snake. That has no bearing on your mission.
Colonel, you and Snake used to be on the same side. I don't understand. I read about you and Snake in the Darkness of Shadow Moses.
I don't give a damn what that piece of trash said. Do you get me?
Et ça part en couille là. Il y a un truc là-bas à récupérer. Il y a 2 trucs à récupérer. Ah mais je vais jamais y arriver. Remonte. Et il fait quoi là? Ah ah ah, j'ai tombé.
Raiden, what's going on? Raiden!
À la flotte. Ah bah encore à la flotte. Le mec qui s'accroche. Ah putain, c'est la fille. Jack. Maintenant il s'appelle Jack, Raiden, Jack. Putain, c'est plus... Comment il s'appelle? God, no. No. Ah c'est bon, arrête de chialer. Je revis. Mais déplace-toi. Wow. J'ai glissé sur une crotte de pigeon et je suis tombé. Ah, c'est what the fuck. Oh putain, j'ai glissé sur une putain de crotte de pigeon. Et là, il y a un truc...
Raiden, be careful of burning fires. If you accidentally touch an open flame, you might catch on fire yourself. If you've caught on fire, repeatedly roll on the ground quickly to put out the flames.
Non.
Raiden!
Mais what? Le piège à la con. Tombé.
Raiden, what's
Il
going
faudrait
on?
récupérer une ration. Hein. C'est pas non plus le truc de l'année, mais je me dis que ça peut m'être utile vraiment pour la suite. Les rations vont peut-être se faire de plus en plus rares et il me la faut en fait. En réalité, il me la faut. Hein. Bon, j'ai vu aussi que je pouvais éclater les mouettes aux roquettes, hein, chose qui est plutôt assez drôle. On va tester ça après. Mais il l'a pas pris, putain, mais...
Raiden!
Ah, je vais y arriver, hein, on va pas se mentir, hein, pas de problème. On va juste se concentrer, hein. Mais non, putain, il est... Et je suis tombé, mais c'est dingue.
What the hell happened? Raiden! Raiden!
Je vais la prendre, cette ration, je vais la prendre, hein, clairement. Ok. Alors, ce que je vais faire, attends. On va quand même... J'ai une ration, je vais sauvegarder
Jack,
ça.
is that you?
Oui, oui, c'est moi. Sauvegarde. Comme ça, au moins, ça m'évitera de... de retaper le même schéma. J'aurais peut-être même dû sauvegarder avant, parce que si je tombe, du coup...
Jack, how's the mission going?
Comment se passe la mission? Bien, bien du tout. Oh putain. Tiens, je sens que je vais tomber. La direction, en plus, elle est limite... limite, j'ai envie de ramper. Je vais ramper, ouais. Au moins, je glisse pas sur les crottes. Ouais. Mais pourquoi il grimpe pas? Mais grimpe! Pourquoi j'y ai pas accès? Doit y avoir une couille dans le pâté, là.
Jack, what's going on? Answer me! Jack? Jack!
Jack. Les passages où t'es au bord comme ça,
Everything all right?
je déteste ça.
Right in!
Raiden! Je vais pas sauvegarder tous les que je fais, bordel. Là, tu peux pas te dire, ouais, je vais sauter, que s'il saute... Oh putain, si! Wow! Bon, alors là, vraiment, balèque, hein. Il reste pas dedans, espèce de mongol, va. Du coup, j'ai récupéré quoi? L'AK, je crois. Ouais. Mais je sais pas pourquoi, je sens le putain de truc cancer, là. Donc je préfère sauvegarder là maintenant.
Jack, is that you?
Oui, c'est moi. Je croyais que c'était qui? Quand même 42 minutes que je suis là en train d'essayer de buter, entre buter l'avion, essayer de passer ce passage et assez cancer.
Rose,
So,
Rose.
have you decided to
Tiens,
talk
tu t'es
yet?
décidé à parler.
nope.
Non.
That's too bad.
Why are you so interested in me all of a sudden?
Because I'm curious. More so than before. Does it really bother you that much?
There must be some things you don't want to say.
Like what?
You know, those things you don't want to say.
Let's see. Things you don't want to say. Like that you've been married before? That you're 80 years old? That you used to be a woman?
Rose,
What exactly is it you won't tell me? Do you think I'd hate you if I knew? Do you really have that little faith in me?
no, it's nothing like that.
Then what is it?
It's...
It really bothers me. The fact that there's a side of you I don't know. Sometimes I just can't help myself.
You've got me right now. Isn't that enough?
No, it's not. I'm sorry. I know I'm being greedy, but it's just not enough. What's up, Jack? See ya.
Ok.
Not a pretty sight. Hurry up and check the situation.
Putain. C'est quoi? Ah putain. Ils m'ont tiré dessus, les salauds. Je m'étais accroupi pourtant. Et il m'a trouvé instant. Instantanément. Je vais tracer, hein. Quoi? Ah, il n'y a plus qu'un seul accès, hein. Je dois refaire une sauvegarde, hein. J'ai pas envie de me retaper tout à chaque fois.
Jack, is that...
En plus, elle me raconte que des conneries, elle. Voilà, sauvegarde terminée, puisque ça me ferait chier de retomber à chaque fois 15 jours en arrière.
Jack, have you remembered what day it is tomorrow?
No.
I see.
You said you had something you wanted to talk to me about? What was it?
We'll talk about it tomorrow.
Why does it have to be tomorrow?
So I can build up enough courage first. And so you won't run away.
I would never do something like that.
Liar. Every time I want to talk about something, you suddenly remember that you have some work you have to do, or you get a stomachache.
Hey, that's not...
You know it's true. What are you so afraid of?
I'm not afraid of anything, and I won't try to run away.
Is that so? Well then, we'll talk tomorrow.
Yeah,
So you have to come back, okay?
I know.
Je l'ai balancé, mais littéralement dans le vide, le gars. Un truc de ouf. Je l'ai jeté comme c'est pas permis. Ah putain, bah au pire, ouais. Bah, tant pis. Comment ça? Allez. Waouh, on a réussi. Shell 2, corps 1F. Air Purification. Olga.
He's here. In Shell 1.
My father had some unfinished business with him.
Olga, calm yourself. Your personal feelings.
Then screw your plan. I've been waiting for this day for 2 years, and I will send him to the bottom of the ocean, right next to my old man.
The launch comes first.
Damn it. Where's Ocelot?
Not here.
I don't trust him.
Don't talk that way about one of your own.
He's not one of my own. He left my father to die, remember?
Olga, we'll talk later. We need to get started on the final checks for the unit.
All right. I'm headed back there.
The upper connecting bridge to Shell 1 is down.
What about the chopper?
The cam-off is out of action. Take the oil fence from strut L.
I'll tell my men to start pulling out.
Not yet. Their retrieval comes last. The intruder's still at large.
Snake.
What about the other man?
He's got luck on his side, certainly.
He survived that explosion. Listen, Olga, the code confirmation is in 1 hour. Keep the president alive until then.
I know. No one gets in here. Turn the currents on.
Of course. High voltage currents on.
The door stays shut unless the president manages to take out that circuit panel from inside the room. And it's no job for bare hands.
All right. Come back immediately.
One more thing.
What?
We leave for Russia when this business is done. I want half the money for that.
Of course. That was part of the agreement.
We start living for ourselves after this. If there's anyone who wants to stay here, I want you to take good care of them.
Gladly. Gerlukovich soldiers are the cream of the crop.
It's time they went free.
What happened to rebuilding Mother Russia?
The old man is dead. The world is a different place now.
It's your life.
Just as a reminder, I'm going to say this again, one last time. Don't try anything on us.
The feeling is mutual.
I'm in front of the room where they're keeping the president.
Everything all right?
No sign of flooding, but I can't get close to the door. The floor is electrified.
Don't test it. You'll be bacon.
Any suggestions?
Remember the Shadow Moses VR training?
Take out the circuit panel?
Right.
But there's no way into the room.
Try ventilation ducts.
Yeah, I think I see one.
Look for a remote control missile launcher. You can guide it through the duct into the room.
Then target the circuit panel. Got it.
Right, but make sure you don't hit the president.
The president is wired with nanomachines. If we know the frequency, I can raise him.
We've tried that repeatedly, but there's no response. It looks like the walls have a built-in radio shield.
So that's why Ames lost contact with him.
If you need to confirm his position,
Okay.
you can log into the node.
Understood.
Locate a remote control missile launcher first.
Un lance-missile télécommandé. Super. C'est là où faut pas que j'aille. C'est moi ou réellement... On va peut-être avoir un plan de la zone, ce serait mieux là. Ah, enfin une petite carte. Ah, le seul endroit, c'est là. Hein. Je suis obligé d'aller... Ok. Pas, hein. Je peux pas ramper, hein, le con. Je peux même pas y accéder. Tout est bloqué, donc à mon avis, il n'y a pas 40 solutions. À moins que... Là, j'ai baisé les tourelles, donc... Pas trop ce qu'il y a. Que c'est noir. Me déguiser au pire. Hein. Je sais pas si je crois plus qu'il a la cagoule. Ouais, et c'est pas les hommes d'Olga, donc...
Colonel, B1 is completely flooded from what I can see.
You'll have to swim through.
I'm fine with swimming.
When you're on the surface, you can swim in corresponding directions using the up, down, left, and right movement of the left analog stick. Push the punch button to dive down from the surface. Stroke the water and move forward by pushing the punch button. Push it in rapid succession to swim faster. Change your heading with the left analog stick. Up will take you up. Down takes you lower. Left and right to face those directions. The O2 gauge will appear under your life gauge while you're underwater. The gauge corresponds to the amount of air you can hold from a single deep breath. Once the O2 gauge falls to 0, the life gauge will start to drop. You need to be aware of that. You have the remote-controlled missile. Good job. Now head for the first floor of the Shell 2 core. Take out the power source and make contact with the President before the launch code can be reconfirmed. Hurry!
Waouh. Et je suis sûr que si je fouille un peu plus là, il y a peut-être des trucs intéressants. Donc on va essayer de fouiller un peu parce que là bizarrement il n'y a plus rien. Et puis bien sûr j'arrive pas à sortir de l'eau. Voilà. On va le remettre droit. Allez c'est parti. Là, je tâterais bien un truc, mais je sais pas si ça va le faire. J'ai vu la map. Attends, mais je vais déjà aller à l'autre endroit. On va le faire respirer un peu, le pauvre. Il y a un passage là, mais à mon avis, je vais peut-être y revenir. Bon, tant pis, au pire, vas-y, on se casse. C'est pas la mission. Mais remarque, tu me diras que le bonus en veut la chandelle. Tant pis si je me dirige très mal dans l'eau. Mal parce que je peux pas me diriger.
Right. Are you all right? Answer me. Raiden!
Je me suis pris la mine. La mine aquatique. Putain. Ah, c'est bon. Putain de mine de merde. On a pas du mal, hein, mais j'y arrive, j'y arrive. Tranquillement, mais sûrement.
What the hell happened? Raiden! Raiden!
Non! Mais non, je voulais faire exit. Putain de merde. Ah là 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 là. Oh là 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 là. C'est quoi cette arnaque? Bah ouais, putain. Ça fait yesh. J'aurais dû sauvegarder avant le président. Je pense à faire des sauvegardes régulièrement, chose que je ne fais pas. Putain, et je retombe ici, hein. Vraiment, bon, je vais aller vite. Je vais essayer de rusher cette fois. Après, il y a la cinématique avec Olga. Et là, c'est le drame. Et non. On va rusher. Je vais aller tout de suite récupérer le truc dans la flotte, machin et tout. Blablabla. Bla, bla, bla. Je vais passer toutes les cinématiques. Voilà. Voilà. Voilà.
We start living.
Voilà. J'en ai pas besoin pour plus tard. On récupère quand même sur le passage. On récupère. Là, on s'en bat les couilles. On va quand même faire les maps. Pas bien, on va aller tout de suite nager dans l'eau. On va faire ça en 2-2. On va quand même ouvrir la zone aussi. Tu sens que tu peux pas.
Colonel.
Je sais même pas ce que c'est NVG. Lunettes de vision nocturne. Ah ouais. Elle amplifie la lumière. Fait. Ok, pas mal, j'ai récupéré les lunettes. Bon, bah. Au final, le mec il part à poil, il a un équipement de gueudin à la fin. J'aimerais bien quand même que. Chiant, c'est d'esquiver les mines dans l'eau. On a un cancer. Éviter ces putains de mines là. Je ferai une sauvegarde en haut, arriver devant le chez le président. Enfin. Je pense qu'il faudra que je fasse un peu de bruit pour que le monsieur décide de se réveiller. Le mec il ronfle, putain.
What can I do for you, Jack?
Bah, comme d'hab, tu vas te sauvegarder. Tu peux pas faire grand chose, mais. Sauvegarde, c'est déjà bien. Que si je tue le président, c'est arrivé tout à l'heure. Pas ouf.
You know, Jack, there's something that bugs me sometimes.
What?
Why are you going out with me?
Huh?
Is it because I'm beautiful?
Why are you asking me this all of a sudden? And where do you get off calling yourself beautiful?
Well, it's the truth, plain and simple. I'm too smart not to realize it and not sarcastic enough to be modest about it.
Is that so? Well then, your schedule must be booked solid with dates.
You bet. I've even hired a private secretary to deal with all of them. But she cancels all of my appointments except for yours.
Ooh.
Sometimes it really does bother me. Sometimes I think all you want is a pretty face to accompany you to parties.
What are you...
Just to make everyone jealous when they see you with me.
You're being ridiculous.
Oh, really? But you never talk about yourself. I never know whether it's really me you want by your side, whether you'd ditch me if you found someone prettier.
You know that's not true.
Really? Then would you still go out with me even if I weren't beautiful?
Of course.
Do you like me for me? Or is it my reputation?
Do you really think anyone would say your reputation? I'm just joking. Of course I like you for you. Honest truth.
Really? Thank you.
Manipule.
What are you doing?
What the hell happened? Raiden! Raiden!
Cet enfoiré. Enfoiré de président de merde. Ok. Juste un putain de cul-de-sac. Truc useless.
What are you doing?
Au moins il est réveillé, c'est déjà ça.
What is that? Hey!
The only way to the president is past this electrified floor. Use the remote-controlled missile to destroy the power source. That will cut off the high-voltage current to the floor. Guide a remote-controlled missile through the duct and destroy the power source in the room. Raiden, make sure the remote-controlled missile...
You've got yourself a remote-controlled missile. Referred to as Nikita, it's a wireless guided projectile. It's a surveillance missile based on micro-air vehicle technology. You control it by watching the image transmitted from the CCD camera mounted on the missile. Although it's primarily designed for scouting missions, it carries a small explosive charge that allows a long-distance attack. You can also trigger the charge by removing it from equipped status following the missile's launch. You won't be able to move while controlling the missile. Also, you'll have to be careful that you don't run out of fuel while it's in flight. Unlike VR training, you won't have a bird's-eye view to help you control the missile.
T'en as pas un qui t'aide.
What is that?
Je suis obligé parce que si je tire sur le truc, cet abruti va mourir. Putain d'abruti de président, bordel de merde, complètement con.
What is that? Stop it.
Comment tu veux que je fasse ça à chaque fois, ce débile profond? Il va sur le truc et il dit. Forcément, je sais pas comment faire. Si je passais par là, ça changerait rien au final. J'ai même conduit.
What is that?
Oh.
What are you doing? What is that?
Nice, il a levé la jambe, le missile est passé dessous. Let's go! Allez, sauvons le président. Mr. President.
President Johnson,
So you're finally here.
you've been expecting me?
Your equipment, that skull suit isn't exactly standard military issue.
Are you all right, sir?
Is this some kind of sick joke? I thought you came to kill me.
What?
I'm prepared to face the consequences of my betrayal.
What are you... What the...
You're a man? Well, who are you?
Foxhound, sir.
Foxhound? I see. Now things are starting to make a little sense. Switch over to nano-communication so nobody can listen in.
Yes, sir.
Voilà, Mr.
Do
President.
you read me, sir?
Yes.
Oh,
Mr.
yes.
President, it's my understanding that the terrorists have managed to input the code sequence necessary for launching a nuclear strike.
That's correct. I punched the sequence in myself.
You're working for them?
If you asked me 2 hours ago, my answer would have been yes. Right now, they're keeping me alive until my vital signs are reconfirmed.
They betrayed you?
I wouldn't quite put it that way. I wanted power. They sought destruction.
But why stoop to terrorism?
I wanted absolute power.
But you're the president. You have power.
No, I'm just a figurehead.
What?
I don't have any control. The real power is in the Patriots' hands.
The Patriots?
The truth behind this country. I'm not surprised you've never heard of them. Very few are aware of their existence, even among those with code word clearance.
Huh?
Politics, the military, the economy, they control it all. They even choose who becomes president. Putting it simply, the Patriots rule this country.
No.
Hard to believe, isn't it? But it's the truth. The space defense, income tax reduction, and national missile defense programs. Every policy that's been credited to me was actually done according to their instructions.
Space defense was initiated by Congress.
That's what the Patriots want the country to believe. It's all a show. Democracy is just a filler for textbooks. Think about it. Do you actually believe that public opinion influences the government?
No.
This country is shaped and controlled as the Patriots see fit. The people are shown what they want to believe. What you call government is actually a well-staged production aimed at satisfying the public.
Huh?
Don't look at me like that. I'm legally sane, you know.
It's not your sanity that worries me.
The Patriots. Even I don't know who the actual members are. Are they financial, political, or military leaders? No one knows who the Patriots really are. Even my instructions come from a cutout. All I've been told is that every key decision is made by a group of 12 men, known as the Wise Men's Committee.
Your office? The White House?
Merely puppets, pawns in a game. By pledging my loyalty, an insignificant son of a senator was awarded the presidency. Of course, that wasn't the only price I had to pay.
What do you mean?
Even if a pawn becomes a queen, it is still just a playing piece. I wanted to leave my own mark in history, but my ambitions were... You'll understand someday. I wished to be a member of the Patriots. I wanted to wield the power of a king instead of being an expendable pawn.
And that justifies acts of terrorism?
Yes. I'd intended to use the new Metal Gear as a bargaining chip.
Bargaining chip?
But I underestimated Solidus. He actually wants to challenge the Patriots, even if it means the destruction of the world.
What are you saying?
Whether you believe it or not, the balance of power rests in the hands of the Patriots. They regulate the country's various interests through controlled presentation, staging a drama that is palatable to the general masses. Can you imagine what would happen if they ceased to function? Picture a massive political vacuum, A space that every powermonger will try to fill for their own greedy ends. I'm talking about an unregulated power struggle. Panic, civil war, chaos. Like it or not, the Patriots is an organization that must continue to exist.
So you changed your mind because you wanted to avoid global chaos.
Exactly. When I told Solidus that I wished to prevent disaster, he replied that pawns can never become players.
And who is this Solidus?
Et donc ce
My
Solidios.
predecessor, George Sears. That was the name the public came to know him by. I knew him by his code name, Solidus Snake. He was the third snake, preceded by Solid and Liquid, a survivor of the Les Enfants Terribles project. Neither solid nor liquid, he was a well-balanced masterpiece that the Patriots saw fit to entrust with the presidency. However, he fell out of grace with the organization 4 years ago. When acting on his own, he started an incident.
4 years ago. Shadow Moses.
That's right. At the time, the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson, together with certain influential parties, initiated the development of Metal Gear Rex and an advanced nuclear warhead. However, this did not fall in line with the Patriots' plans. What's more, Solidus decided on his own to send his most trusted man, Ocelot, to provoke Liquid Snake, bringing about the said incident. As a result, he succeeded in obtaining Rex and the data on the warhead. But in doing so, he ended up revealing the existence of both Rex and the Genome Army, a blunder that earned him the wrath of the Patriots. Shortly thereafter, Solidus was removed from the presidential office.
I thought he resigned.
That's the story given to the general public. Following his resignation, the Patriots selected me, their new pawn, for the presidency.
But that would mean that the presidential race was...
That was quite a show, wasn't it? It was a well-scripted drama staged by the Patriots for the benefit of the public. Even the Democrats and Republicans were dancing to the Patriots' tune. Everything went according to plan, but for one exception. Following his resignation, Solidus' health was scheduled to fail him, bringing about his untimely death.
Capped?
Correct. But before the Patriots could execute their plot, Solidus went underground with the help of Ocelot. As he avoided pursuit, Solidus gained control of Dead Cell, winning over Colonel Galukovich's outfit. From there, he bided his time, knowing that his opportunity would soon arrive.
What opportunity?
The completion of the new Metal Gear project, an opportunity that would even his odds against the Patriots. By stealing the Patriots' most valued project, he would be able to place them in a very uncomfortable position. It's the only chance he has for survival. Once he has the new Metal Gear, he'll declare war against the Patriots. Needless to say, he must be stopped.
Ok, c'est la guerre.
It's already operational.
No, not yet. What you saw was Metal Gear Ray, hijacked 2 years ago from the Marines by Ocelot. That was not the new Metal Gear.
Then where's the new Metal Gear?
Right here.
What?
You're standing in it. To be more precise, this entire big shell facility is the new Metal Gear.
What'd you say?
No, I'm quite serious. The upper structure that you've seen is camouflage, designed to represent an offshore cleanup facility. The main structure extends from the foundation all the way down to the ocean floor. The connecting elevator is located on the B2 floor of the Shell 1 core. Arsenal Gear. That's the code name for the new Metal Gear.
Arsenal?
That's
Super.
right. Arsenal. We're talking about an impregnable fortress carrying a load of over a couple of thousand missiles, including nuclear
missiles.
warheads, all protected by a horde of mass-produced Metal Gear Ray units.
Mass-produced?
The Ray unit was originally designed for the Marines to be used as a countermeasure against the Metal Gear variations throughout the world. The Patriots had Ray redesigned to protect the new Arsenal Gear.
So now anti-Metal Gears are guarding a Metal Gear.
Ironic, isn't it? That's not all. Arsenal Gear has full access to the military's tactical network, giving it the ability to exercise absolute control over our nation's armed forces, not to mention our nuclear armament. In short, Arsenal was created to be the core of our country.
What kind of idiotic weapon?
Weapon? No. You're not seeing the full picture. Arsenal gear is more than just a military tool. It is a means to preserve the world as it is. It will establish a new form of control. The Patriots will use it to keep their place as the country's true rulers. Right now, they feel pressured and threatened.
By what?
They fear an overabundance of digital information. The world will drown in the coming flood of information, and they along with it. The Arsenal plans include a system to digitally manage the flow of information, making it possible to shape the truth for their own purposes. In short, the Arsenal system is the key to their supremacy.
The key?
Yes, the GW system is the Patriots' trump
Oh là 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 là, c'est un truc de
Arsenal
ouf.
gear will be fully operational when GW is successfully integrated. Once operational, it will be a completely new form of power for the Patriots to wield. I had hoped to seize the project from them, so that I would be in a strong bargaining position.
Bargain for what?
I'd hoped to trade my way into their ranks, but Solidus preferred rebellion. Outer Heaven, his plan to unleash a nuclear blast over the skies of Wall Street to break the Patriots' control over the business community, is also a key factor in his offensive effort.
Outer heaven?
Listen, there isn't much time. The football served as the key for activating Arsenal gear. I've already input the necessary code sequence. It won't be long before GW begins to establish connections with other external systems, and Arsenal gear becomes fully
Arsenal
operational.
Gear sera opérationnel.
Stop them before that happens.
En fait, nous, on s'est fait rouler dans la farine depuis le début, mais tout va bien.
You've got to find Emma Emmerich. She's the only one who can stop that thing once it's been activated.
Emma Emmerich?
She's the system programmer for Arsenal gear. I believe
Ok,
she's
super.
somewhere on level
On a trouvé une
81
programmeuse.
at the core of this building.
I thought the levels below us were flooded.
I'm sure they won't let her die just yet, as she's the only remaining programmer for this project. According to Ocelot, she was being held in a locker room located in the northwest part of level B1. Cut transmission and get moving.
Il s'est fait la transmission, bougez-vous, ah, faut que j'aille la
This is
retrouver.
card 4. It'll give you
Carte niveau
access
4,
all
il manque la
the
carte niveau 5.
Give this to her when you find her.
What is it?
A program for disrupting the control functions between GW and Arsenal gear. Take Emma to the computer room on level B2, Shell 1 core. She'll know how to load the program into the main system.
A virus?
That's right, modeled after Foxdie, a biological weapon designed to selectively eliminate personnel with a specific genetic code.
But why do you have it?
The Patriots had it engineered as a failsafe, and Ocelot forgot to search me. You've got to hurry. That disk is the only way you're going to stop Arsenal. Well, I've told you everything you need to know. There's only one thing that remains to be done. Now, kill me.
What the?
There's no time to argue. The final check for my vital ID will start any second. If you kill me now, you'll at least prevent the nuclear strike.
Cut it out!
Do it! That's her role! Pull!
Bon, on l'a tué. On a tué le président. Ah, c'est un slot qui est vraiment.
Ex-president.
The president! Why did you...
Alas, my finger must have slipped. I'll see you around, carrier boy.
Forget him. He did us a favor. Without free will, there is no difference between submission and rebellion. My only real choice is to put an end to this charade. Let me at least have the freedom to end it myself.
What are you...
Find Emma. Stop Arsenal.
This is my last order. As your commander-in-chief, I'm counting on you.
Allez, on va trouver Emma. Bah, pour où elle est. On va repartir dans des discussions encore avec le général et tout le sang de soin là. Oh là 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 là. Yo Antoine, comment tu vas? Ah, ça y est. J'ai réussi enfin à sortir de cette merde. Parce que si je joue avec son corps, c'est malsain. Il n'a rien entendu. Il a pas de médaille, lui. Ah bah ça le laisse là. Comment tu vas, Antoine?
President is dead.
I see. I'm sorry to hear that.
Where do we go from here?
Your mission was to rescue the president and eliminate the terrorist threat. However, given the recent turn of events, we will honor the president's last directive. You must put a stop to Arsenal gear once and for all.
Do you actually think there's any truth to his story about this big shell facility being a front for Arsenal gear?
I don't have the security clearance necessary to verify the facts. However, he was the president. I'm sure he knew what he was talking about.
Aren't you forgetting that he was part of the terrorist plot?
All the more reason why I believe his information is reliable.
Huh?
We're talking about a man who chose to die rather than risk a nuclear holocaust. Thanks to his sacrifice, the Nuclear Launch Authority has shifted to the vice president, effectively eliminating the terrorist threat.
Colonel, when you put it like that, it almost sounds like I should have assassinated the president to eliminate the threat.
That was not my intention. I was trying to point out that there is certainly some credibility to the words of a man who chose death to protect the innocent.
The Colonel has a point, Jack.
What about the information he gave me on the Patriots?
That's a new one on me. I'll see what I can find out. Raiden, we're running out of time. Find Emma.
Ouais, dans un
She's supposed to be
complot
located
ultranational,
on level E1
lui,
in
je
the
me
core
courant de rien de
building
toute façon.
you're in, right? You've got to find her before Arsenal becomes fully operational.
Hurry, Jack.
It's up to you to make sure that the president didn't sacrifice his life in vain.
Understood. Raiden out.
What's your status, Raiden?
Snake, the president, he's been assassinated.
What?
There was nothing I could do.
What about the nuclear strike code sequence?
He died before his vital ID could be reconfirmed.
Then the enemy's lost their nuclear strike capability.
But that Ocelot guy obviously killed the president on purpose.
Why?
It doesn't make any sense. They had to know that they couldn't launch the nuke if they killed the president.
Maybe there's a way to launch without reconfirming the vital ID.
Or maybe they found a more effective weapon within Arsenal gear.
You knew about Arsenal gear?
Yeah,
Why didn't you tell me about it?
you never asked.
Am I correct in assuming you also know that the big shell's a front for the project?
You mean, did I know that the Big Shell, a fully functional environmental cleanup facility, was designed to camouflage Arsenal gear?
Uniquement pour qui?
Yeah, I did.
Ouais, je le
It's
sais, tout
exactly
va bien.
what the president and Ames described, a massive cover story. The good news is that it hasn't really done much in terms of cleaning up the environment, so we won't have to worry about any toxic gas being released if we have to blow the house down.
Right. And when did you find out about all of this?
It took a while, but we uncovered the info around the time you took out that mad bomber. There's no doubt that Arsenal gear is being built here. Then it was all set up 2 years ago, on that day. All of it.
2 years ago. What really happened here?
I took these photos 2 years ago.
I know these pictures. They were on the news on several websites. If I remember right, the reporters blamed you for sinking the tanker.
That's right. Otacon, me, we were used.
We'd hoped that by going public with photos of the new Metal Gear, we could persuade the government. At least that was the plan at the time.
I've gone through VR training of the tanker mission before.
Yeah? Well, I doubt it accurately simulates the events of that mission. I'd infiltrated the dummy tanker to obtain proof that a Metal Gear was under development. Shortly after I made it aboard, an armed group led by Colonel Gerlukovich raided the ship and gained control.
Olga and Ocelot were among the raiding party.
Yeah, and him.
Who are you talking about?
A man that was supposed to be dead.
Their target was also Metal Gear Ray. but Ocelot eliminated Colonel Gerlukovich and Marine Commander Scott Dolph, and he hijacked Ray.
So he betrayed them?
I don't know what kind of deal was going down. All I remember is what Ocelot said at the time. Something like, I'm taking it back.
Ocelot then sank the tanker, along with the soldiers of the Marine Corps.
Oh là là là, l'histoire de ouf. Alors c'est une histoire de dingue là.
How did you manage to get out?
Otacon managed to have a small boat ready for me.
That was the easy part. The tough part was not getting dragged down with a sinking tanker. Small miracle when you think about it. It turned out that the whole thing was a setup to lure us. Photos of Snake, taken by the Cypher, were released to the public. In turn, we became the world's most wanted environmental terrorists.
It was definitely a move aimed at putting a stop to our anti-Metal Gear activities.
But why did they choose Snake?
Since the Shadow Moses incident, Snake became sort of a hero. I think the Patriots weren't too happy about that.
You knew about the Patriots?
Well, yes, to a certain degree.
It seems like everyone knows about them except me.
They didn't choose Snake to be a hero.
So they decided to do a smear campaign.
I think the Patriots wanted to make an example of him so everybody would think twice before opposing them.
That's it! They set all this up just to nail you guys.
No, there's more to it than that. The Marines' Metal Gear Ray project, headed by Commander Dolph, was carried out in opposition to the Navy's Arsenal Gear project. To be more precise, the Patriots considered Metal Gear Ray to be a thorn in their side. Hence, they attacked the dummy tanker and stole Ray. They followed this up with a perfect plan. They immediately sent a fully loaded tanker to the same location and sank it. Then set up the facility to camouflage the development of Arsenal Gear.
And we fell for it. 2 more puppets in their show.
Colonel Gerlukovich and his daughter Olga?
Both fell victim to Ocelot's plot.
Was Solidus behind all this? He used Ocelot to get hold of Ray, huh?
No, he was underground, keeping a low profile at the time.
Then it must be the Patriots.
If that's the case, what's Ocelot doing alongside Solidus?
Forget it. We're wasting time. We can figure this out later. The nuclear strike's been prevented, but Arsenal still has a massive payload of missiles to deal with.
Right. If the opposition gets control of those missiles...
Raiden, you've got to find Emma.
Wait a second. Isn't Emma Emmerich
my sister?
What's she doing here?
You got me. She's a computer whiz who specializes in neural AI and ultra-variable volume data analysis using complex logic. How she got involved in weapons development is beyond me.
Whatever her reasons, we need her in order to stop Arsenal.
Raiden, find her.
I'm on my way.
Ah, c'est enfin fini. Faut que j'aille où, moi? Bon, l'autre, il a buté le président. De toute façon... Ah, tout est cuit, tout est cuit. Je sais même pas où aller pour... Oui, il y a un truc que je voulais tester tout à l'heure. Ah, c'est drôle.
Jack, what's going on?
Bon, j'ai
Answer me.
éclaté
Jack? Jack?
mes roquettes hein, sur des mouettes. C'est pas l'objectif, hein, mais... Et du coup, comment je fais là?
No, this isn't happening. Jack, you have to answer me. Jack! Jack!
On s'est passé par où?
Wright, locate Emma Emmerich and have her put the president's disk to use. Emma is on B1 of the Shell 2 core. The clock is ticking. Locate her before Arsenal gear goes
Au
online.
niveau de B1 du noyau de l'art. Il est où B1? Attends, il m'a dit quoi ce...
Colonel, I want some background information on Emma Emmerich.
I've got it right here. Direct from the National Security Agency's personnel file.
Ouais, blablabla, blabla. Ouais, mais il me raconte toute sa vie.
I see a lot of birds over there. The tanker accident 2 years ago released crude oil containing
Mais il
massive
pète un plomb, lui.
quantities of endocrine disruptors. The fish that absorbed them were then eaten by seagulls, which further concentrated the endocrine disruptors in their bodies. What sort of outcome this will lead to is still currently under review and is yet unclear. It just goes to show that finishing the cleanup of ocean oil spills does not mean that environmental restoration efforts end there as well.
Colonel, did you hear the truth about the Shadow Moses incident?
Yeah.
Snake wasn't a terrorist.
You look thrilled.
Huh? Yeah.
So you just believe everything that he told you then?
What did you say?
Don't trust him. He isn't in the simulation.
Simulation again. What exactly are you talking about?
Don't put your trust in him. Just carry out your duties to the best of your abilities. Do you
Moi, je veux savoir où
understand,
faut que
Wright?
j'aille. Je veux pas qu'il me blablate toutes ces conneries.
Colonel, why did Ocelot murder the president?
They disagreed, probably.
Exactly the same
What?
as the Shadow Moses incident.
Don't be foolish.
Are you sure about that? Aim's death, appearance of the ninja, the president's death, and now the virus.
You're reading too much into things.
That's right, Jack. You're tired.
Right, and don't waste your time thinking unnecessary thoughts. Invest all your energy instead in carrying out your duties.
Il me raconte que des conneries. Depuis tout à l'heure, je lis des trucs, c'est que des conneries.
Did you find anything about the Patriots?
No, not yet.
I can't find data on them anywhere.
But the president is...
Jack, there is no data.
Colonel, you know something, don't you?
No, I don't know anything. I need a little more time. You're currently using artificial blood primed with nanomachines.
What did you do with my own blood?
It's being kept in cold storage. It will be circulated back into your body when you return. If the life gauge drops to the red zone, you won't be able to stop the bleeding by yourself. Bloodstains can give your presence away to the enemy. Be careful. To stop the flow, select a bandage from among your items. You can also go into a crouch or crawl and stay completely still for a while. All you have to do is stop moving for a duration of time, and your nanomachines will arrange for platelets to be produced in large numbers. The bleeding will stop as a result.
Le mec, il vient de dire qu'il avait pompé tout mon sang et qu'il l'avait congelé pour remplacer par des nanomachines. Mais what? Il a pété un sars. Les coups de poing à la base du corps à corps, ok. Ta gueule, je m'en fous, vraiment.
Move in close to the enemy when you have no weapon selected. You can throw him with the weapon button. Move in behind the enemy and...
Il est en train de me faire un putain de tuto.
Right, push the R2.
Dis-moi qu'il est lucide, lui. Au niveau B1 du noyau de l'échelle 2, ok. Mais c'est bizarrement, c'est le truc qui est un peu inondé, alors... Alors ouais, donc faut que je retourne dans la flotte. Ça m'enchante pas d'aller là-bas. Il y a des mines et tout. Oh putain. Ça va être un cancer. Un fils fucking cancer. Et au niveau de B1, bah ouais, B1 est complètement inondé, tout va bien par ça. Tiens à le préciser que j'ai pas d'armes qui tirent dans l'eau. Ça veut dire que les mines, eh ben, c'est la baise. Pas après chez où faut aller, mais...
Raiden, are you reading me? This is Otacon. What's your situation?
Wet and miserable. This place is flooded. The seawater that's been pumped up is pouring into the building.
I see. Listen, there's something I have to tell you about EE.
Don't worry about her. I'll get her out.
She's afraid of water.
What?
Yeah.
Je vais la
When
sortir
she
comme
was
ça.
6
Elle a
years
peur de
old,
l'eau.
she almost drowned with my father in our swimming pool.
She can't swim?
Well, yes and no. We used to swim a lot together when we were kids. In fact, she swam like a fish until that day when she almost drowned.
That pretty much coincides with what the Colonel told me.
When the accident happened, I was in my room. I learned later that EE was calling me for help. She didn't doubt for a minute that I'd be there. You could see the pool from my room, but I didn't realize at the time that she needed my help.
What were you doing?
I was...
So Emma survived the ordeal.
Yeah, but my father didn't.
So you blamed yourself and left your family?
No. EE seems to believe that was the case. The fact is, I betrayed her.
And you think she can't swim because of the traumatic experience?
I haven't seen her since that day, but yes, I think so. I got a letter from Julie, her mother, after they moved back to England. In her letter, she mentioned that EE couldn't swim anymore, that she refused to even wear a bathing suit.
Damn, if she still can't swim, we're in trouble. Level B1 in the core is pretty much flooded.
Look, Maybe you can help her overcome the trauma.
You want me to help her get over it?
Well, it's still gonna take some time to repair the cam-off.
Sorry, kid. Emma's rescue is up to you.
Thanks. An underwater mission. Well, this is a first. Look, I'll see what I can do.
I suggest that you drum the map of the building into your head, because you won't have time to look at it when you try to bring Emma out.
I'm counting on you, Raiden.
I covered most of the core when I had to take out the C4s. If there's anything you need to ask me, call me on the codec.
I'll do that.
Je sens que ça va être un cancer, mais on va y aller quand même. Ouhou. On a réussi. Oh non. Oh non.
Still ticking, huh?
Unfortunately, hell had no vacancies.
Bien le pire que je pouvais inventer.
I thought so. Human muscles are quite eloquent. They speak out clearly what a person's next move will be. They even tell me which way a gun is going to be pointed before the trigger is pulled. But your muscles, they're different. This should be fun. Well worth the wait.
Une langue qu'il a le bordel.
You knew I was coming?
You've become a nuisance. I can't let you interfere with arsenal gear. The girl is just ahead. She is of no use to us now. But she served us well as the live bait for the big catch. Crazy Ivan sometimes speaks the truth.
Emma's alive?
She was some time ago. But the flooding has become quite serious. I wouldn't be surprised if she's a mermaid now.
What?
Did you really think killing the president would prevent a nuclear strike? Think again.
I didn't do it.
Arsenal is still armed with a purified hydrogen bomb.
Purified hydrogen bomb?
Qu'est-ce qu'une bombe hydrogène purifiée, vont nous l'expliquer.
This weapon is capable of heavy hydrogen nuclear fusion using lasers and magnetics to generate heat-insulated compression. It was a top-secret project initiated by the current president, and Solidus has no idea of its existence. The clean thermonuclear bomb is at an experimental stage and is handled differently. Specifically, it becomes launch-capable when Arsenal is activated.
Alors, on va quand même lancer une menace nucléaire.
6 months ago, we lost everything we believed in. We were abandoned to take the fall in their cover-up. We were labeled as killers, responsible for the mass murder of civilians as well as our own allies. And the public believed every word, turning a deaf ear to whatever we had to say to the contrary. Our only goal is to wipe them from the face of the earth and destroy this world of deceit they have created along with them.
You're insane.
Insane? We might be the only ones telling the truth.
Final check for activating Arsenal has been completed. All Arsenal personnel report to your stations.
Well, it sounds like Arsenal's ready to go into operation.
Damn it!
You're still hoping that the girl can install that virus you're carrying around, aren't you?
You know?
It's a shame you're not going to be around long enough to hand her the program. That isn't seawater, you know. It's a byproduct of the microbes contained in the pool. Buoyancy is practically non-existent thanks to the high oxygen content. Once you fall in, you don't come up. Take a good look at your grave. Show me what you've got.
Ça peut être fun nos patates. En tout cas, il prend aucun dégât. Au final, je crois que je vais le faire au pistolet parce que je vais gaspiller mes balles de mitraillette pour rien. Là, il va sortir par là. On va se mettre là. On va attendre que son oxygène, alors à moins que je peux le toucher dans l'eau. Je le vois y passer. Oh. Et bouge, putain! Ah putain, 2 rations d'un coup. Putain, il m'a pas l'air très costaud. Pour le moment, il s'est pas encore énervé. Hein. Je me plante dans une boîte. Mais qu'est-ce que je me mets dans un carton? Bien sûr, ah, putain. J'ai envie de sauter là comme ça, j'ai sauté sur lui. Oh là 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 là. Il replonge. Tiens, des grenades à l'eau. Allez. C'est quoi ça? Oh, le salaud! Il m'a lâché!
No. No. Jack, please
Yo,
answer me.
Azrat. Ouais, MGS. J'affronte Vamp là. Et puis c'est un des boss. Il est chaud. On va commencer par lui mettre un putain d'enshot. Hop là. Là, il plonge à l'eau. Ah bah, faut pas plonger, gars. Regarde. On va lui mettre une doublette. La déboîte. Ah bah ouais. Mais il est chaud, Vamp. Hein. Je suis un peu sadique parce que je pose des clés morts et tout, mais j'ai pas le choix. Je suis en mode hard, il va m'enculer. En mode hard et c'est super difficile. Hein. C'est ma dernière grenade. Hein. C'est-à-dire que là, dans l'eau, j'aurais plus de quoi... Putain, ouais. Il est rapide, hein, donc moi j'ai pas trop le temps de viser en plus. Hein. Ouais, j'ai plus de grenades, je suis dans la baise. Ouais, j'ai plus de grenades, j'ai ça. Je suis obligé de m'accroupir. C'est genre il fait caca pour... Putain mais... Putain j'ai perdu quoi. Il est chaud. Vamp, trop chaud. Faut impérativement que je vise la tête. Putain, j'ai été trop lent. C'est chiant en plus de viser. Putain, le salaud. Allez, viens là, hop. Faut vraiment que je le touche à la cueillette de la sortie, là. Putain, bah oui, mon analogue qui part en haut. Il commence à me saouler. Putain de bâtard, va. Bah oui, bah oui. Oh là 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 là. Ah, c'est horrible. On va lui remettre une grenade vu qu'il aime bien ça. C'est pas des couteaux qu'il a, c'est des tronçonneuses.
Right. Are you all right? Answer me. Raiden!
On va se la jouer un peu strat. Ah oui, il va sortir ultra concentré, putain. Ça c'est pas un boss pour rien lui, hein. Putain. Putain, c'est chaud. Putain.
My body.
Freeze.
Putain, mais combien de fois il me le fait, ce fils? Ah putain, l'enfoiré. Vas-y, là. Mais non, vas-y, je tourne. Là, putain, mais c'est trop chaud. Il est trop chaud, ce type. J'ai mis une clé mort, mais j'espère que je vais pas me la prendre. Hein.
My body.
No, this isn't happening. Jack, you have to answer me. Jack! Jack!
Bon, ces trucs de merde, on l'esquive facilement. Allez, jette le deuxième. Le problème, c'est que tu leur enlèves tellement de vie. Toi, tu prends un coup de couteau, c'est un quart de ta vie qui part, et puis eux, c'est 10% HP, quoi. Donc du coup, c'est pas vraiment ouf. Du coup, ça rend la chose très difficile quand t'arrives à moitié de vie et que là, il commence à péter un plomb. RGB belette. Merde. J'ai loupé ma chance de au moins lui en mettre une. Merde. Faut vraiment que j'y aille prudemment. Il est ultra dur. Attends, je suis en arabe. Pas le mode le plus difficile, mais je suis pas loin du tout. Oh putain. Ouais, j'ai cru que je la prenais. Non! C'est un peu risqué ce que je fais. Mais de toute façon, j'ai pas vraiment le choix. Hein. Faut que je lui en mette plein la gueule là. Merde. Mieux le toucher que pas le toucher en vrai. Celle-là était belle. Est-ce qu'il va remonter tout de suite ou il va se poser au sol? Et il remonte. Putain, ça devient très dur. Il me touchera pas. Il gratte sa vie petit à petit, mais c'est vraiment petit à petit. Hein. On peut pas rejeter une grenade. Oh, remarque, tu me diras. Mange-toi ça. C'est ma dernière petite grenade là. Allez, boum. Voilà. Nice. Normalement, il apparaît toujours en face. Ouais. Joli le chat. Oula, oula. Là, c'est là où il commence à devenir un peu gaga. Ça y est, on est arrivé à la moitié du chemin. Il commence à péter un plomb. Et là, ma marge de manœuvre, elle va être très réduite. J'ai plus de grenade. Par contre, à la limite, je peux utiliser une autre arme. Change rien, après c'est une question de... J'arrive à être précis avec mon... Avec le personnage là, Raiden. Pas du tout précis quand je vise avec ce truc. Voilà, voilà. Ah, c'était le moment. J'ai foiré, c'était le moment de tirer dessus. Et là, il me touche. Mais putain! Ah. La roulade, elle sert à rien. Elle a vu, elle est merdique. Putain, une saleté, là. Allez, repart en hauteur, là. Là, il va faire 3 trucs comme ça. Allez, 1, 2, 3, voilà. Et hop, une autre. Allez, retourne encore là-bas. Et allez, 1, 2, 3, et une. On commence à connaître le schéma. Hein. Normalement, il réapparaît à l'opposé. Normalement. Non. tire. Ah, si j'arrive à faire ça et esquiver comme il faut, il y a moyen que ça passe. Il y a moyen. Donc je vais quand même prendre une ration parce que je vois ma vie qui est toute basse. Ça me rassure pas. Voilà, là il plonge. Là normalement il ressort pour venir au cac. J'arrive à esquive donc... Bon là il fait la truite. Merde, c'est là où fallait que je tire. En hauteur. Là. Il n'aura pas. Hein. Mais putain, mais non, mais c'est du gag. C'est un putain de gag. Tu peux quasi pas l'esquiver, putain, il est à côté. Ah là 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 là. Et il lui reste autant de vie que ça. Mais vas-y, il va me saouler, je vais prendre... Là, on va changer d'arme. Là, maintenant, dès qu'il va se poser, je vais lui mettre une patate dans les dents. Obligé, parce que... ça devient trop dur. Ça va. Ça va encore. Quand il jette ses couteaux, ça passe. C'est après, quand il veut commencer à aller au corps à corps, c'est là où ça devient un peu tendu. Et là, il replonge. Et puis la truite. Elle va refaire la truite. Change pas trop le pattern. Je peux rien faire. Putain de merde! Vous pouvez même pas sélectionner une arme. Allez, play ta tête, hop, headshot. Eh ben on recommence, hein. En fait, dès que je l'attends pas, il faut que je prenne un flingue. Wow, ça va être un jeu assez... Là c'est chiant là, mais il y a moyen. Il y a moyen, il y a moyen. Commence à bien calculer le pattern là. Il n'y a pas trop de... Bon, là de toute façon on sait qu'il va courir. Mais je vais quand même garder ça. Enfin, on sait qu'il va lancer ses trucs. Pour l'instant je vais économiser mes HP là. Et de faire un peu trop de boulets. Là, normalement, il va atterrir en face. Normalement. Pas de raison qu'il atterrisse pas en face. Ah, viens là, petit. Ouh, je l'ai échappé belle. Là aussi. Là, je sais qu'il va acheter des couteaux. On va laisser tranquillement perdre son oxygène. Là, lui tombe là-dedans, tu meurs. Lui, il plonge. Elle aime. Là, normalement, après les coups de couteau... Non. Non, non, il va remonter. Ah, de toute façon, je peux courir. On va quand même l'attendre. Ah. Cette fois, il est pas allé en hauteur. Wow. Il fait plus sa tornade là. Je vais y arriver. Hein. Mais non! Sérieux là? Mais non! Ah là 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 là! Pas au moment opportun où... Putain! Non! Non! Putain, c'est... Merci! Merci projet! Mais non! Ah putain! Là je suis un peu dans une état de galère. What the fuck? Buck, merci aussi. Non! Non! Je peux pas sortir mon arme! Waouh! Je me suis blessé. Quand tu veux, tu te détaches! Putain! Ah putain, je suis mort. De rien. Non, j'y suis pas arrivé. Ça fait 1 heure que je suis dessus. Je galère comme c'est pas permis. Mais merci projet, merci et Rivoli aussi. Je vais juste faire une sauvegarde parce que là ça fait 1 heure que je suis sur ce boss. Je commence un peu à péter un plomb. Jack, ça va? Non, ça va pas. On va sauvegarder. Tiens bon. Ah bah merci hein. Merci de ta sollicitude. Caroline, c'est pas toi qui te bats. Là, je vais briser le cœur, ouais. Il méritait. En fait, là, faut que j'économise à tout prix mes HP. Que la dernière phase, elle est what the fuck. Il me bloque, il me stun, et il me balance des couteaux. Et la moindre, à chaque fois, il me touche une fois, je suis mort. Voilà, là, hop. Maintenant, il va se relever. Il va aller spawn là. On l'attend tranquillement. Là, c'est hard. Là, il se met en mode Golden Saiyan. Faut l'esquive parce que tu peux pas lui tirer dessus, de toute façon il va esquiver. Là il replonge, il va ressortir, il va grimper en haut, il va me rajouter des couteaux. Il y a moyen que je lui mette une balle entre deux. Ce genre de jeu faut connaître l'ennemi par cœur quoi. C'est même pas le plus dur. Bon, je tire dans la jambe, mais au moins ça lui enlève un peu de vie. Tant pis, il était mal placé. Ah bah là, de toute façon, il va revenir. Il va être là en face de moi. Ah, les bons vieux jeux de l'époque. Un peu de rage. Ah ouais, bah ça fait 5 fois que je recommence. Il est chaud, hein. Il est vraiment chaud. À chaque fois, il me... Ouf. Je l'ai échappé, mais d'une certaine justesse, là. Attends, on va lui jeter une grenade pour rigoler. Ah. Et je la prendra pas. Dommage. Là, je te garantis qu'il va se la prendre. Ah, il se l'est pris. Allez, reviens là. Reviens là, mon petit. Vamp. Yo, Careza. Comment on va? Bon, il va remonter sur les toits là-haut. Voilà, hop, il vient me rejeter ses couteaux. Ah ça va, je rage sur Metal Gear Solid 2 là. J'arrive pas à tuer Vamp. J'ai réussi à tous me les faire avant, sauf lui. Enfin, pour l'instant, parce que je suis là de l'histoire, hein, mais voilà. Ça peut bien arriver, hein, c'est une histoire de patience. Hein. Faut savoir être patient. Là, je me rappelle plus, attends. Il a fait son cac, maintenant il va monter sur les trucs. Et il va jeter plus de couteaux. C'est après, quand il lui reste 10% HP, là, il est chaud, quoi. Hyper chaud. Toi, qu'est-ce que je fais? Ah oui, putain. Là, il s'enrage. Il va essayer de me rush. Ah, là, il jette ses couteaux. Voilà. Voilà. Alors là, si je me place là, il devrait ressortir là. Non. Mais non, mais non. C'est pas possible, putain. Y a pas de vraie esquive en plus dans ce jeu. Avec cette roulade de mort là. Là, il va essayer de me recoincer ici, hein. Là, il va me rusher. Ah bah oui, j'ai bien sûr... Bon, ça va, il me restait 3... Ma ration qui me remet quand même 3/4 vie, il me met un coup de couteau, j'ai quasi plus de vie. Hein. C'est... Bonjour le fist. Hein. Elle va me rebloquer. Et puis tu lui enlèves tellement... Putain, je suis tombé. Merci Buck. Et bonne nuit à toi aussi. Putain, non. Oh la putain de sa race. J'ai fait A. Et A c'est pour lâcher prise. Et je suis tombé. Putain, mais de ouf. Alors déjà, on va commencer par un petit headshot. Tiens, mange-toi ça. Ensuite, on se soigne. Tac, on récupère la ration. Et là, on va changer de méthode. Et à préciser que ça sert à rien de lui tirer dessus au départ. Je sais pas si ça lui fait plus de dégâts en vrai, mais que dalle. Hein. Bon là de toute façon il va se pointer en face de moi. Ça sert même à rien d'avoir... Bah, je veux juste qu'il vienne et que j'esquive, comme ça il refait son petit schéma. Voilà. Là il va remonter en hauteur, il va nous rejeter des couteaux. Une fois qu'il a fini de nous jeter des couteaux, il va replonger. Et à ce moment-là où il ressort, je pourrais lui tirer dessus. Et cette fois je vais pas lui tirer dessus avec ça. Prendre ça. Alors, à lui mettre un petit lance-patate dans la tête. Ouais, là, par contre il me fallait pas de lance-patate. Par contre là. La première barre de vie, c'est pas la plus difficile à tomber. La moitié, la première moitié. C'est après. Voilà. Ça a été un petit peu radical. Par contre, je suis obligé de repasser tout de suite là-dessus. Voilà, parce qu'il repasse en hauteur. Je connais ses mouvements par cœur. Le problème c'est à la fin, quand il lui reste 10% HP là, c'est de voix floue. Littéralement. Il utilise le blocage, je me retrouve bloqué, je peux plus bouger. Et il jette 5-6 couteaux en boule, comme ça là. Et là, c'est là où c'est de l'instant que tu meurs. Et en vrai, je suis obligé en fait de le toucher et de récupérer cette arme. C'est ce qu'il faut que je fasse en fait. Il faut que je switch à chaque fois. Et sur l'autre version, je peux pas. Vu que... Bah, vu qu'il me bloque en fait. Je peux pas lancer un bout de lance-patate à mes pieds, je vais mourir. Je suis bloqué, du coup, les gens. Je sais pas comment... Merde. Là, j'aurais pu... Waouh, merci. Merci le décor. Putain, oh, putain de merde. Pour une fois qu'on avait un décor utile. Mais bon, j'ai parlé trop vite. Ah mais non, là il va commencer ces putains de blocages après. Ah putain, ce que je disais. Ah putain. Casse-toi dans l'eau, remonte. Elle va me rebloquer. Mais putain, il en fait deux d'habitude, il en fait qu'un. Saleté. T'as à croire que le pattern il change à chaque fois. Putain, c'est horrible. Mais là il prend cher par contre. Voilà, il lance ses couteaux. J'ai plus de rations et ça c'est un problème. Et il n'y en a pas d'autres. Hein. Voilà, et là ses couteaux sont finis, il replonge. Et là il va me bloquer. Donc je vais déjà viser le sol. Hein. Il va me réattaquer. Waouh. C'est plus de l'esquive à ce niveau-là. Hein. Oh putain, le salaud! Mais il a voulu me faire tomber à l'eau. Il a voulu me faire tomber à l'eau. En même temps, je suis passé devant, je suis un poubelle. Non, mais non. Ah, il fait ça 4 fois, mais c'est un truc de dingue. Mais vas-y, pourquoi tu refais ça encore une fois, bordel? Je viens de te mettre une balle, et puis maintenant j'ai plus de vie.
No. No. Jack, please answer me. Jack!
C'est chaud. Aïe, 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 aïe. Je vais pas le refaire. Je vais arrêter là. De toute façon, Metal Gear, je vais le reprendre. Mais il faut que je le finisse. C'est clair que je vais le finir, mais là, j'ai fait 3 heures. J'ai déjà fait un boss tout à l'heure. Un bon boss. C'est un avion de chasse. Je me suis battu avec un putain de Stinger contre un avion de chasse qui essayait de me cramer et qui me tirait des missiles dessus. Quand même, c'est chaud. Ah, il s'active pas celui-là. J'ai oublié d'activer le truc. C'est pas grave. Donc, du coup, bah, c'était. Voilà, voilà. Donc, du coup, je vais quand même faire un petit raid sur la chaîne. Peut-être rendre l'appareil à la personne qui m'a raid hier, comme ça au moins, ce sera fait. Voilà, donc n'hésitez pas, c'est une personne sympa, donc ça vaut le coup. Ah non, ça c'est la personne que j'ai raid, ça n'a rien à voir. Donc du coup, on va plutôt aller chez... Ah, Overwatch. Pas bien Overwatch. Il y a personne qui joue à Metal Gear aussi en même temps. Bonne nuit à toi, Careza. Ah non, il y a carrément personne qui joue à Metal Gear. Vous avez pas une personne à raid là dans le lot? Moi j'envoie chez elle, hein. Vous avez une personne à raid, c'est pas mal. Bonne nuit à vous tous. Et t'as pas une personne à raid? Je vais pas dire toi, je te raid si tu vas te coucher, mais si tu te raides pas, je te raid, hein. Bah ouais, ça serait dommage de envoyer les gens chez quelqu'un, quoi. Et là, bah, je fais Metal Gear et le problème, c'est que j'ai personne, quoi. Bah, je suis le seul couillon à jouer à ce jeu-là. Préférence quelqu'un qui a pas trop de viewers, quoi. Voilà, tiens, une personne sur Ni no Kuni, tiens. Y a pas trop de monde. J'aime bien raid des petits, moi. J'ai envie de raid des gros, ça sert à rien, ils sont déjà gros. Une personne au pif dans la liste. Voilà. Si, c'est pas mal. Ah, donc n'hésitez pas à faire un petit coucou chez elle, hein. Ça peut toujours être bien. Voilà, voilà. Et moi, sur ce, je vous souhaite en tout cas à tous une très bonne soirée. Et là, en fait, j'allais trop m'énerver pour continuer. J'ai pas vraiment envie de casser ma manette, hein. J'en ai qu'une, malheureusement. Et je vais le tryhard. Je vais le tryhard et je vais le passer. Faut pas s'inquiéter. Mais ça sera au prochain live de Metal Gear Solid 2. Et moi, sur ce, je vous laisse et je vous dis à plus. Allez, sur ce, bye tout le monde. Merci d'avoir été là.